Good morning, it's me again. I'm a little hoarse. But my pastor was preaching about some awesome stuff on yesterday. Um, but one thing I realized that tragedy happened to all of us. Triumph and tragedy happened to all of us. But if it's in God's plan, we need to embrace whatever that tragedy is and find out what is the silver line in it. And when I say tragedy, the thing that happened to my husband, it took me a while to get to where I am to realize that it might sound a little crazy, but it was part of God's plan to not only get me to a place, but it taught me some things. I'm stronger than what I thought I was. It helped me to get more deeper into Christ. I don't know why my voice is like that. It's been like this for almost 2 months. But I know God has a plan. I'm going to continue saying that because that's what I believe. But triumph and tragedy does happen to us all. Triumph, of course, that is a victory. Tragedy, that seems like we lost, that we have no hope. We feel destitute. We feel unassured, unsure, not fully convinced that there still is a purpose in us. But I believe that God still has purpose. We just have to find out what that purpose is and embrace whatever that tragedy is so God can show us where we need to be and what we need to do. Because if it's part of God's plan in that tragedy, we still win. Because there's still a greater outcome of whatever that tragedy is. Prime example, when Joseph went through what he went through with his brothers and being sold and almost being killed and being put in jail, in the end he was a ruler. But seeing all the things that he went through, he probably would have wanted to take another route had he seen all of the things he went to prior to his dreams. But God will give you a dream. God will show you a dream. But he would only show it to you in part, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. And then when the dots are connected, then you realize, okay, God, this is your part of your plan. I don't want to go through this, but some things we have to go through and some things we need to embrace as God allow us to go through it, because God won't put no more on us than we can bear. And I'm realizing that too. When my husband passed, I didn't think I would be able to bear it. But at this point, I realize I can bear it, but I can only bear it with the help of Christ. And those of you that are struggling with the loss of your spouse, yes, I miss him, and I know you miss yours too. But you have to realize that God has a plan. God knows where we are. Even in our pain, even in our heartache, God knows where we are. And I just want to give you a little hope today to say that God will mend your broken heart one day, just like I believe he will mend mine. I just have to know that he will and believe that he will. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know what day it's going to happen. Because hours turns into days and days turned into weeks. And now weeks are months. And now months has been a year and a couple of months. And I didn't think that I would ever get here because I was so torn. But as I dug deep in God and embraced that pain, God showed me some things. I'm not able to reveal them right now, but God showed me some things. And one of the things that he allowed me to reveal is that this book called After the Ashes. When we talk about After the Ashes, most people think about failure or something that is dead or desolate. But after the ashes, this is after the ashes is a representation of the thing that you have lost. But now you are living through it. You are allowing God to help you push through the hurt, the pain, the heartache, the disappointments. And even now, there are some disappointments still. Things are still happening. And I had to realize that life still goes on after you lose a spouse. That is a challenging pill to swallow, but that is reality. You still have to live because you're still here. And then think about it. What would your loved one want you to do? Mope, cry, or would they want you to live on? I know my husband, he was full of joy. He was full of love. He encouraged me. He encouraged me all the time. And I know he wouldn't want me to be at a place where I feel like I have no hope. I know he wouldn't want me to be at a place where I feel like I couldn't go on because he was not here. I can hear him saying now, girl, okay, get yourself together. Cry if you have to, but get yourself together because there is still life to live. There are still things you can enjoy. And I love my husband. And I do miss my husband. But I know that God allowed it. I don't understand the reason. Don't understand any of it. But God allowed it. So now I'm embracing the pain that God allowed me to go through. And understanding that there is a bigger picture. And I'm waiting to see the bigger picture unfold. I hope I've helped somebody today. You have a blessed one. See you on the other side.